Dr. Tressie McMillan-Cottom is a professor at VCU whose work has been recognized for her critical analysis of technology, higher education, class, race, and gender. That analysis has given her opportunities to write columns that have appeared in The Atlantic, New York Times, and Washington Post. All this has opened another door for her, author. And as we learn in this week's Our RVA, her latest book, an Amazon bestseller, is now up for a prestigious award.
I am, by most measures, pretty smart. My grandmother was smarter. She was due the New York Times crossword in pen smart.
This is VCU Digital Sociology Associate Professor Dr. Tressie McMillan-Cottom reading an excerpt of her book entitled Thick.
She was far smarter than her PhD-having granddaughter, and she died poor. Smart is only a construct of correspondence.
It's the professor/author's second book following her first, Lower Ed. Thick is a compilation of essays she wrote that includes a number of topics, such as social media, pop culture, as well as beauty from a Black woman's perspective, blending them with a twist.
It takes those things and tries to shock you a bit into seeing it in an entirely new way.
But what comes as a shock to McMillan-Cottom is all the success the book has been generating since its release back in February, from sales to an appearance on The Daily Show with Trevor Noah, who has interviewed her before.
How are you?
I am well,
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your new book, Thick.
And now, next week, on November 20th, McMillan-Cottom will be in New York for her work being named a finalist for the country's highest award for authors in the National Book Awards nonfiction category.
Okay, so listen, so people who write like me, this does not happen. In my world, this does not happen. And the National Book Award is about a book that has, dramatically impacted public letters and learning and public letters and reading. And so it just didn't even seem possible, frankly.
An amazing accomplishment for McMillan-Cottom, who initially thought there wasn't an audience for her book or that no one wanted to hear from her about the subject she touches on. The feedback she receives after speaking engagements and book signings say otherwise.
It was just enlightening, and it was amazing, and I've read it several times, and I think it's something that needs to be said, it needs to be published, and I think that she did it in the perfect way.
If I am smart in the right way, on the right time, on the right end of globalization, it does not have anything to do with me.
As McMillan-Cottom continues reading the excerpt, it's a reminder of how this book serves a larger purpose in the literary world, especially for those who, she says, look and come from a similar background, how her trajectory is possible for them.
And that's where my essays always begin, by interrogating why me and not my grandmother.